Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a method very commonly used in cross stitch, but can also be really useful for hand embroidery and in particular thread painting, which is what I'm doing right now. And that is a method called parking. Parking is leaving a color off to the side for use again with another section of the work without cutting the floss. In this section that I'm working on right now, I want to fill in this little area with a really dark gray. But as you can see, I've got a pretty long length of thread. So traditionally, I could just go to the back of my work, run my needle under it, cut the thread, and save it for another section. But it ends up being pretty time consuming, and the color I may need may get lost before I have the chance to get a new strand started in a different section. And these are all examples of why we might want to utilize parking. Also, it's just really lovely when you don't have to start and stop your floss so often. So this is going to be the last stitch I'm going to make. And I still have this really long piece of floss. So instead of cutting that on the back, I'm going to bring my needle up through the bottom of the work and I'll just leave the extra floss off to the side here. Now, there are a bunch of different ways that people can park. And a lot of people will do it how I just showed you. They'll just leave it off to the side until they're ready for that color in a different section. But a lot of people don't like putting their needle through the face of the work. So you could also park it here on the extra fabric portion. Or if you want to get into a more traditional style of parking, we can make a starting stitch of this color into the next section that I feel like I'm going to use that dark gray. And instead of finishing the stitch, I'm just going to bring this up and then park it going down the opposite direction with the floss laying across the top of the work. Really, as always, if you followed my work at all, you know I think that there really are no rules in hand embroidery. You just got to figure out which parking method works the best for you and that you like the best. There's really no wrong way to park. And you don't need to feel like you can only use one of these sections. I park all over this hoop when I'm working, and I just see what feels best for the section I'm in. I'll do a couple more stitches in this lighter color and then park it. I love this method. It makes it so much easier to have multiple colors going at the same time. And for instance, if you have to put your work down for a couple days, this is going to make it a lot easier to pick it back up and get started without having to really remind yourself what was going on because the colors are right there for you. So I really hope that this is helpful to you. It's been a game changer for me, I can tell you that. And it is a tried and true method, definitely for a reason. So thank you so much again. And yeah, happy stitching. Thanks for watching.